It was an ordinary farm, but in those silent fields, something unseen grew ready to change the course of history. In the dark barn, among pigs, horses, and cows, only breath was heard. Something big was about to be spoken. Old Major spoke with passion. A farm without humans, all animals equal, Napoleon and Snowball listened, some with hope. Days later, Major died. Lying on the straw, his eyes faded. The seed of revolution had been planted. Jones, drunk, fell to the ground. He shattered the bottle and screamed. No animal helped him. Napoleon walked beside Boxer and Clover. For the first time, the animals moved forward on their own. Inside the house, Napoleon stared at a chandelier. He no longer thought like a beast. He felt like the heir to it all. Outside, the animals raised their new flag. The revolution had won. The land belonged to them now. Snowball painted the commandment, all animals are equal. The others cheered. Boxer promised, I will work harder. He believed effort would bring justice. His strength became a symbol. The milk vanished. Napoleon claimed it was for the pigs. Clover suspected. Alone, Napoleon tried on the farmer's hat, stared into the mirror. He didn't see a pig, he saw a leader. Snowball drew the windmill plan on the ground. He promised electricity. Their eyes filled with dreams. Meanwhile, Napoleon trained dogs in secret. He shaped obedience, prepared not for progress but for control. On voting day, Snowball spoke with fire. But Napoleon's dogs attacked. The dream fled with him. With Snowball gone, Napoleon rewrote the commandments. Equality began to bend. With dogs beside him, Napoleon plotted in silence. There were no more debates, only orders. Fear moved freely now. Napoleon raised the whip, the same one used by men. Now it was in his hoof. Power had changed shape, not essence. Outside, a hen watched through the window. The pigs feasted, drank wine. Inside was celebration. Outside, labor and cold. The flag changed. The hoof and horn disappeared. An eagle replaced them. Boxer collapsed, weak and tired. Tried to rise. They said he was sent to the hospital, but the truck said slaughterhouse. The bed stood empty. Days later, the straw was removed, and Boxer's name faded, as if he'd never existed. Napoleon wrote at his desk. He no longer touched mud. He only managed. The commandment board was blank. No laws, no promises, only weathered wood, left behind by time and memory. Through the window, Clover and the goat watched the pigs laughing and cheering. Same hunger. In the mirror, Napoleon saw something else. He didn't know if he was beast, man, or just a reflection of power. The dogs marched. They followed without thinking. Obedience had become habit. Boxer's coffin was carried by pigs. The windmill collapsed in the storm. No cries, no grief, only tools lifted again. The cycle had to continue. The hen, chained, laid eggs before bars. Her only value was production, her only freedom, silence. Napoleon gave a speech on the platform. Red banners waved. Enthusiasm wore the mask of fear. Two pigs passed the whip between them. It no longer mattered who held it. What mattered was to keep the cycle going. Napoleon showed the whip to a piglet. A simple gesture but symbolic. The next generation would learn to rule, not to free. A sign read, "Some animals are more equal than others." The words dripped red. Lies were no longer hidden, they were declared. Inside the house, pigs and humans toasted. Voices merged. Laughter too. No difference remained, only convenience. The goat stood by the window. Still, quiet. He had seen it all from the beginning, but knew no one listens to warnings.